Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the transition in the motion of the planet Rahu. We all know that Rahu, which is currently transiting in the Pisces zodiac sign, but on July 8th, 2024, it will transit in the nakshatra of the planet Saturn, which is UTTARA BHADRAPADA NAKSHATRA. And from July 8th till March 16th, 2025, it's going to be transiting over here. So guys, before we will start our discussion, my humble request, just because I do not have any other source of income like running courses or giving away membership and other things. So if you will subscribe the channel, if you will share the videos, it will definitely encourage a small time content creator like me, and definitely I will be motivated enough to keep on researching and bringing more like informational occult subject related videos in front of you. So okay guys, now we will start our discussion. Now, as you know, this thing that Rahu, which in itself is a planet of mystery, Rahu, which is a very karmic planet which represents pending karma, and all those things which somehow surprises us are somehow connected with the energies of the planet Rahu. Now guys, when we talk about the UTTARA BHADRAPADA NAKSHATRA, it is a very kind of a very secretive, mysterious nakshatra to decode. Now one thing is for sure, that this nakshatra has got a very old wise man qualities. Like here I'm not talking about, like, you know, it's like in the cities, when you go to any of those authorities which we have created, you go to any indigenous native tribe, you go to any village, and for any of the problem which the villagers go through, they still have that old system of going to the head, the sarpanch of that village, to get the guidance, and whatsoever that old wise men of that tribe advise, everyone pay heed to it. So those are the kind of wise qualities which are somehow attached with the UTTARA BHADRAPADA nakshatra. But just because guys, this nakshatra reside deep within the Pisces zodiac sign, which is a very deepest of the water energy, where there's a lot of energies of spirituality and mysticism. Along with that, even if you will pay attention to the devata or the god which preside over this nakshatra, so that is the Ahir Budhyana. So Ahir Budhyana, which is one of the 11 Rudra, it is like it has been written in our scriptures that Ahir Budhyana is the son of the Vishwakarma. Along with that, it is just because the name in itself somehow connects it with the ferocious energies as well. Like it has been described as the serpent which reside under the water in the ocean, and just the name Bhadra in itself give rise to a lot of the ferocious qualities attached with it. Like when we talk about goddess Bhadrakali, even Bhadra is also the name of the sister of the planet Saturn as well. So and the qualities of the Bhadra has been described as so ferocious that she has been described as one having like the face of a donkey, 3 legs, 7 hands, and like there is a fire which is emanating out of her mouth. So these are the qualities which are somehow attached with even the name, the gods which preside over this nakshatra. Like the way guys, in our Hindu Sanatan Dharma, like there has been described as a human cycle and age should go through 4 phases in the life. Like very first has to be the brahmacharya, when you have to be completely dedicated and devoted to the studies only, in the pursuit of the knowledge, and you have to follow the celibacy. After that comes, like after the brahmacharya celibacy stage, comes the grahast ashram stage, where you have to be devoted, dedicated towards the family duties and responsibilities. And the third stage is vanprasth. This is a stage when you have already fulfilled all of your family duties and responsibilities, and slowly, gradually, you are drifting towards the retirement, towards the sannyas, which will be the last final stage. So the energies of the UTTARA BHADRAPADA somehow represent all of these qualities. So yes guys, there is a lot of potential of transformation, finding that nectar of spirituality, finding that soul purpose, but only after going through chaos and some sort of stream of confusion and chaotic experiences in the life. But one thing is for sure, the way it has been written, that the people who are prominently under the influence of the UTTARA BHADRAPADA, they somehow carry the very strong facial features of their father. They somehow get respected in the society. Like even within the family, there's a high possibility that the person who is going to be born with the prominence of the Uttara Bhadrapada can actually do very good in the life, earn respect and bring recognition and glory to the family name. Now guys, certain different timelines which we have to discuss, and then we will shift our discussion to the customized results. So guys, from July 8th till September 9th, like Rahu is going to be transiting in the Scorpio Navamsa Pada. So definitely guys, when we talk about Scorpio, so imagine from the deep water of the Pisces, it has also carrying the energy, deeper intricate energies of the Scorpio as well. So somehow Rahu can function in a very esoteric, in a very mysterious, in a very intense way, where confusion can lead towards chaos, confusion can lead towards addiction, confusion can lead towards obsession. So this is going to be the phase when Rahu's energies can be a little bit chaotic to handle. From September 10th till November 11th, Rahu is going to be transiting in the Libra Navamsa Pada. So guys, definitely this is going to be the Pada which is somehow making a Ashtamsha alignment. So there is going to be strong possibility of going through transformative experiences through alliance, through relationship. From November 11th till January 13th, it's going to be transiting in the Virgo Navamsa Pada, which is the Pushkara Navamsa Pada as well. So definitely guys, there's going to be strong possibility of forming some deep connection, and all that experiences which Rahu in the Uttara Bhadrapada would have been created in your life so far, you will get the answers for that. And when we talk about from January 13th till March 16th, Rahu is going to be transiting in the Leo Navamsa. So definitely guys, all that which you have endured, all the ordeal which you have faced, the result of that, results of all the hard work, tests and trials will come in this Leo Navamsa region when Rahu is going to be transiting over here. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say about little bit information about Rahu's energies in the Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. The last time when this event happened, it happened in the from the timeline of like December 2nd 2005 till August 10th 2006, last time when Rahu was transiting in the Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. So all the qualities of the Rahu which has to do with innovation, which has to do with technology, which has to do with the foreign relationship and all, so you can search it that what kind of major global event took place during that phase. That will definitely give you this idea that what kind of theme the world can expect. And definitely if you are of that age that you have already gone through that phase when you were young enough, so you can also calculate and understand what were the major theme in your life that phase when Rahu was in the Uttara Bhadrapada last time back in 2005 and 6. So okay guys, now after that, now we will shift our discussion customized to all the rising signs, or you can look at it from the moon signs as well, and we will try to understand what exactly Rahu is going to be bringing in our life. One thing is for sure guys, when we talk about the planet Saturn, both Rahu and Ketu pay heed to the energies of the planet Saturn. Somehow Aquarius is a sign which is being ruled by both Saturn and the Rahu. Like the way I give this example lot many times, the example from the Lal Kitab, that if Saturn is a judge, so Rahu is a lawyer, which like when you are being in that trial box, being trialed upon for all the deeds which you have done. So Rahu acts as a lawyer who reminds of all the misdeeds which you have done, and Ketu acts as a lawyer which reminds the judge that all the good deeds which you have done, and accordingly you get the judgment. So okay guys, but one thing is for sure, Rahu pays respect to the planet Saturn, and Saturn in itself is highly dignified right now in the transit. And let's say for example, if you are working in the domain of Rahu and the energies of the Uttara Bhadrapada, like trying to innovate the world, trying to act as a guiding light in any specific sector, where like initially lot many times happen, all those crusader, all those people who are trying to bring the revolution and all, initially they get ridiculed, but later on the whole world take their name as an inspiration. So if you are working in that domain of technology, of IT, innovation, foreign alliances and relationship and all, diplomacy and all, definitely this is one such transit which you have to look forward to. Okay guys, now we will start our discussion for all the Aries natives. Definitely guys, in your case, Rahu is now going to be transiting in the nakshatra of your 10th and the 11th lord. So guys, one thing is for sure that in your professional line of work, this could be a time of some very big opportunities and significant events which can happen in your life, because Rahu is going to be transiting in a nakshatra of a planet which is also dignified right now in a very auspicious house where it kind of find itself at home. So because of which for the Aries moon and the Aries lagna natives, there is going to be a very strong possibility of striking a gold in their line of work. And along with that, guys, definitely nothing could be better than that, because somehow Rahu is going to be getting inspired from the energies of the planet Saturn, which is dignified in the 11th house. It has got a rulership over your 10th house and the 11th house, but because it is transiting in the 12th house, so if in any capacity, if your professional endeavors is taking you towards the any matter of the 12th house, it is going to be a golden time for you. Like something which is very unexplored in the life will be waiting for you. Like this could be a case that foreign immigration, foreign opportunity, overseas opportunities and all. So definitely this transit has got lot in good in store for the Aries moon and the Aries lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Taurus natives, definitely guys, in your case, as you can see that Rahu is already transiting in a very dignified house in the 11th house. Rahu somehow is very much like friendly towards your ascendant lord as well, and now it is going to be transiting in the nakshatra of your 9th and the 10th lord. So definitely guys, we all know this thing that this would definitely have something to do with some sudden like opportunities, recognition for all the hard work which you have been doing. Second thing is that, see, ultimately eventually Rahu is going to be function as per its own innate nature as well. So something to do with unexpected sudden opportunity, running into people with whom you never had any past ties. So suddenly coming in contact with people, or this could be a case that suddenly your association and your like all those groups and organization with whom you were closely being associated with in the past, there will be some sudden chaotic differences and you might be led towards people and groups who will definitely serve some higher purpose in your favor. Understand this thing guys, that Rahu's transit in the 11th, that too happening at a time when the nakshatra lord is very well dignified in your 10th house. So that in itself means all those travels which will materialize during this time, all those people who will come in your life, any of those courses, scholarships, certification which you will take interest in, all of that will definitely have some purpose, some hidden agenda to fulfill. So yes guys, for the Taurus natives, I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable. All what I can say is that this is a golden opportunity, golden time. Try to make the best use out of it. Now guys, when we talk about the Gemini natives, definitely guys, in your case, Rahu is going to be shifting its nakshatra in your 10th house, and just because it is going to be transiting in the nakshatra of your 8th lord and the 9th lord. So definitely guys, during this time there is going to be some sudden unpredictable transformation changes in your line of work. We all know this thing that Rahu somehow flourish and thrives on changes, on surprises, on sudden outcome of events. Over and above that, now it is going to be functioning akin, equivalent to the energies of the 8th house and the 9th lord. So I would say this thing that during this time, if suddenly you get some like overseas opportunity, or this could be a case that suddenly from one department you will be considered for a different department or posting to a different sector, different city. So take that with open arms. I will still say the same thing, both Rahu and Saturn are very auspicious planet for you. So whatsoever transformation and changes are going to be happening for you, there will be some deeper lesson, wisdom which will be waiting for you. But yes, transformation and the lesson will be served to you, which will be very beneficial in your professional, in your line of work, for your public image as well. Now guys, when we talk about the Cancer natives, definitely guys, in your case, as you can see that Saturn has got a rulership over your 7th house and the 8th house, and now Rahu is going to be transiting in its nakshatra UTTARA BHADRAPADA in your 9th house. So yes guys, one thing is for sure that in your line of work, in your professional sphere, there is going to be some transformative event which you might have to deal with. Second thing is that, see guys, both Rahu and Saturn are not very favorable planet for you. Like somehow your ascendant is something which flourishes, which thrives on emotional nourishment, stability, and that sort of empathy and care. And when we talk about the lesson which Saturn always has in store for you, they are like very hard lesson which might be very difficult to deal with. Along with that, Rahu has also got the co-rulership of your 8th house as well. So the point which I'm trying to say over here is that in your line of work, like this could be a time that definitely all those people with whom you very strongly associate with, they will have some strong, deeper lesson or wisdom in store for you, but that will only happen through going through the waters of uncertainty, unpredictability, changes, betrayal. So this is how things can happen for you. Along with that, guys, because when we talk about Rahu's transit in the 9th house, which is generally considered as very good for fortune awakening in the foreign land because of the support of the foreign nationals and all. So during this time, like this is a very beneficial time for all those people who are engaged in higher studies, like you are indulged in studying robotics or doing PhD on DNA or something to do with the those kind of very new age sciences and tech enabled industries and all. So if you are engaged in all these sectors, this could be a beneficial time for you. But when I have to predict on the deeper interpersonal relationship and all, over there life can go through a toss. There could be some point of differences with your father as well. So over there, like in terms of your personal relationship, this is a question mark. This is going to be a sensitive time. But when we talk about people engaged in the pursuit of some innovative sciences, studies and all, then this could be a beneficial transit for all those people. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo natives, definitely guys, in your case, Rahu is going to be transiting or changing its nakshatra in your 8th house, and it is going to be transiting in the nakshatra lord of your 6th house and the 7th house. So definitely guys, one thing is for sure, that for all those people who are like in any sort of competitive field, this could benefit all those people. Rahu in the 8th house somehow becomes very very deep, very mystical, very researchful and all. So if in your line of work, like this is kind of a transit which will specifically benefit those people more. Like I do not know how to put it in words, but people who are somehow they work on borderline of like what is considered as good and the bad, like what is ethical and non-ethical. So definitely guys, like this is one such platform. Astrology is one such science which everyone wants to get benefited in terms of how the planets are going to be favoring them, like whether your operations, your line of work is completely ethical or whether it is unethical. But the point which I'm saying over here is that Rahu in the 8th house somehow becomes very mystical, somehow borders around where negative things somehow fascinates it more. And definitely it is going to be transiting from the Scorpio Navamsa, which is a very deeper, intense energy, secretive, mystical energy. When it is going to be transiting in the Libra Navamsa, it is going to be in the Ashtayamsha placement. That also makes it a little bit mysterious, esoteric. So the one thing which I want to say over here is that definitely for people who are like their business, their operations are criminal minded, unethical and all, they can flourish more. But for rest of the people, I would say this thing that yes, there is going to be some sort of deeper sort of misunderstanding within the existing relationship, which you have to be very watchful of. But let's say for example, if you're in any competitive field, like you are in scientific field or you're working in the fields of law, you are a politician and all, so those people can still flourish. But yes guys, in the matters of your relationship, you have to be very watchful. You do not have to pay heed to gossips, information which is not very relevant, which is not very legitimate. So when you will be acting on any of these kind of matters, you have to be very watchful and take all these informations with a pinch of salt. Now guys, when we talk about the Virgo natives, definitely guys, in your case, Rahu and Saturn, they both are very important planet for you. And Rahu is going to be transitioning in the nakshatra of your 5th lord and the 6th lord, which will definitely benefit lot many people. Like specifically, like even if in your business, in your commercial offering, you want to innovate your brand image, you want to innovate your services, just you want to go a step ahead than the competitors. So this is going to be the time when definitely Rahu will create all those kind of opportunities and circumstances for you. All those people who have to write any competitive exam, or let's say for example you are in a very high pressure job and all, so I would say that all those people will definitely benefit during this time. Guys, Rahu is definitely transiting in your 7th house. So all the 7th house related matters, like whether we talk about your public image, whether you talk about your business, commercial relations and all, they will definitely go through a lot of transformative experiences. And specifically, these like changes and transformation will happen based on your past experiences. So let's say for example, and again guys, see, I do not have any inhibition to say this thing, but Rahu in the Uttara Bhadrapada has everything to do with letting go of all those things which are not serving any purpose. Like the way I mentioned this thing, energies of the Uttara Bhadrapada can be seen as the Vanprastha stage, where you are trying to renounce everything to elevate towards the higher path. So this could be a case that you are letting go of the things which are blocking you, which are creating all the obstacle in order to find the higher purpose, higher, deeper meaning. So yes, there is going to be some changes which will be experienced in the matters of the 7th house, transformation, getting rid of things. Now definitely you all know what the 7th house represents, so be very careful in the matters of your relationship, business, partnership, regarding your public image. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra natives, definitely guys, in your case, Rahu is going to be transiting in your 6th house in the nakshatra of the 4th house and the 5th lord. So guys, one thing is for sure, Rahu somehow gets exceptionally strong whenever it is transiting from the 6th house. Saturn is a Yogaraka planet right now in a very good state in your 5th house. So if you will see the symmetry, like symmetry is taking place between your 4th house, 5th house and 6th house, which is a very good energy. So nothing could be better than that guys. Like the way we all know this thing, that somehow Rahu is getting the inspiration in the 6th house for the matters of the 4th house and the 5th house, which in itself tells about that any of the matters of competition, any of the matters of trying to take those decisions which can stabilize you in your line of work. Like the way, for example, a lot many times people know the investments which they can do, which is going to stabilize their concerns in their line of work, but either some people are like reluctant, some people are not very proactive. But this is going to be the time period when Rahu will definitely drive you towards some very stable investments in your skill, in your like offering, in your services, in your line of work. So definitely guys, and you will be seen and perceived as someone who's going to be very competitive, someone who has that sort of X factor with your work ethics, like something which distinguishes you from others when it comes down to observing your work ethics, your work skills, your work style and all. So definitely guys, Rahu is getting exceptionally stronger in the matters of your 6th house. Lot many people will be considered for any promotional job, like I would say that next level promotion and all. Like for example, I mentioned this thing, Uttara Bhadrapada energy is generally sought after for the advice, for the guidance. They are being seen as the head of the tribe, which has got lot of experience, knowledge and wisdom. So I would say this thing, that if you have proven your mettle already, like you have already passed all the tests and trials in your line of work, and you're going to be going through some sort of appraisal and all, so this is going to be the time when all of your skills and your your ability to counsel, guide everyone is going to get remunerated for some position, for some title as well. So yes guys, I'm not seeing you guys any vulnerable. Rahu and Saturn, they both are very favorable planet for you. Innovation taking place in your 6th house will only connect you towards the higher purpose only. Now guys, when we talk about the Scorpio natives, definitely guys, in your case, Rahu is going to be transiting in the nakshatra of your 3rd and the 4th lord. So guys, one thing is for sure, that this could be a time where lot many people will be devoted towards the deeper spiritual practices. We all know this thing, that 5th house, which also tells about the East Devata, this house also tells about the mantra sadhana. All sort of original art generally emanate from the 5th house, and this is going to be the time when people will be driven more towards, like, again guys, let me be very clear, when we talk about the malefic planets, like they generally give result only after making the native go through initial hardship. And when we talk about nakshatra like Uttara Bhadrapada, which has got so much deeper wisdom and knowledge, but because of the gods and devata which preside over it, because of its innate nature, and we all know the mischievous nature of the Rahu as well. So yes guys, there is a lot of churning which will take place in your mental plane, which will at the end will bring out some nectar. So this could be a case initially being driven towards wrong people, fascination towards wrong things, and then you will end up eventually coming up with something which is going to be very valuable. So yes guys, for all those people who are like connected with the fields of art, entertainment, media, this is going to be the time when you will work with some very substantial projects. So this is going to be the time when life can actually stabilize you in your line of work. Some sort of very concrete decision taken by you can actually stabilize you in your professional sphere as well. And definitely guys, some good return on the investment are also on the cards for the Scorpio natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius natives, definitely guys, in your case, Rahu is going to be transiting in your 4th house in the nakshatra of your 2nd house and the 3rd house lord. So guys, when we talk about the energies of the 4th house, definitely 2nd house and 4th house strongly has to do with our domestic life, our family, people who are very close, very near and dear to us. So what we can do, look at with this transition, definitely guys, Saturn in the like having a rulership over the 2nd house and the 3rd house, which also tells about your finances, which also tells about your support which you get from your brothers, from your siblings, from your friends and all that energy is giving the spark to the Rahu, giving its inspiration to Rahu in the 4th house. So yes guys, definitely there's going to be a very good time when lot many Sagittarius Lagna natives or moon natives will be driven towards stabilizing their domestic life, their family life through some major concrete investments. Like a lot many times I've seen these are among such alignments where even if people are living in foreign land, they think about building a home back in their native place, in their country, or like investing in their home and all, investing in the life security and all. So this is how Rahu is going to be giving the spark to the Sagittarius natives. Along with that guys, definitely for all those people who are connected with politics and all, so Rahu in the UTTARA BHADRAPADA, this is one such combination where people elevate towards some important positions and all in the within the political party and the political realm only. So yes guys, I only have like majorly good things to say. Rahu will definitely churn up, innovate the matters of your 4th house, the way you feel deep inside, the kind of things which used to give you security. Like before, you might be in this impression that just a secure job gives me security, just having my family around me gives me security, but Rahu can completely innovate your definition of security and stability in the life. Now guys, when we talk about the Capricorn, definitely guys, in your case, Rahu is going to be transiting in the nakshatra of your ascendant and the 2nd lord in the 3rd house. So guys, we all know this thing that Rahu in the Upachya Bhava, in the Kama Bhava is considered as very good. Now it is going to be transiting in the nakshatra of your ascendant lord. So that in itself means that during this time, whatsoever Rahu will drive you towards, we all know this thing that the way energies of the Rahu function, the thought and the idea which comes like a flash of the light. So there's going to be strong chances and possibility that all those kind of hunches, instincts, epiphanies which will happen to you, they will only drive you towards your life purpose and all. Like the way guys, this is a very universally known fact about Rahu that whatever opportunity Rahu opens, you have to be very proactive in acting on it. If you will be just in this mode of pondering over the outcomes and all, the opportunity is going to be getting slipped from your hand. So now just because Rahu is going to be transiting in the 3rd house, in the nakshatra of your ascendant and the 2nd lord, it will definitely give you those innovative thoughts and mindset, ideas, those sort of people who will enter in your life, which will definitely connect you with your life purpose. Again guys, there's a lot of strong possibility that you will be only driven towards acquisition of those knowledge, investing your time and energies in the things which are meant for your life purpose. So trust me, I do not know how things were happening for you when Rahu was transiting in the Revati nakshatra, but I can assure you once Rahu is going to be transiting in the Uttara Bhadrapada, whatever is going to be catching your fancy, your interest, your hobby, it might have something to do with your long-term life investment, life goals, vision and strategy. And definitely guys, Rahu is going to be innovating a lot of things in the matters of your 3rd house, like friends, activities, engagement, which are not serving any purpose. They will definitely be cut out of your life. Now guys, for all the Aquarius natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that Rahu in the second house is going to be transiting in the nakshatra of your 12th lord and the ascendant lord. So guys, lot many Aquarius natives have been complaining that okay, ever since Rahu has entered the second house, lot many people have been subjected to like scam calls, getting scammed, and money got invested in wrong things, wrong people and all. But trust me, whatever would have been a theme ever since Rahu transited in the Pisces, in the Revati nakshatra, now once it will enter in the UTTARA BHADRAPADA nakshatra, the reason and meaning of it, the moral and the lessons of that will be served to you. Along with that guys, for all those people who are like they are working and engaged in the domain of the Rahu, specifically like you being an engineer, or you have been awaiting any kind of angel investor, funding, sponsorship for any of the dream projects where you are working. You're working as an entrepreneur, you have just started off on a business. All what you need is right set of funding, sponsorship, support for your dreams, for your vision. So Rahu can definitely work in your favor in this direction. So definitely guys, pertaining to damage control is something which I am definitely seeing more for the Aquarius natives than any other thing. And definitely there's going to be a lot of maturity and wisdom, insights in your speech whenever you will be talking on any important situation. Now guys, when we talk about the Pisces natives, so guys, in your case, Rahu is going to be transiting right over there in your first house, from the Revati to the UTTARA BHADRAPADA nakshatra ruling, like the lord of that ruling your like 11th house and the 12th house. So guys, one thing is for sure that lot many Pisces natives will be driven towards finding the higher purpose in their life, because even the lord of the UTTARA BHADRAPADA is very much strengthened 12th from your sign. So that in itself tells about that all the attributes and matters of the 12th house will take somehow precedence or priority in your life now in the next couple of months. Like this could be a case that finding the purpose of the life, matters of life and death, something to do with the awakening of the kundalini, spirituality, and nothing could be better than that. If you are somehow working in the lines of stabilizing yourself, establishing yourself away from your birthplace, any of the concerns of the foreign land and all, anything to do with deeper research and all those people can also get benefited with this entry of like Rahu in the UTTARA BHADRAPADA nakshatra. But again guys, it all comes down to individual to individual. What could be a boon and blessing for one person could be a bane and curse for another person. Let's say for example, if in your natal chart individually moon is under tremendous affliction and you are also going through the antardasha of like moon and Rahu, if they both are activated at the same time, it can also give rise to unknown fear, phobias, hallucination as well. So definitely a lot is dependent on the state of moon in your natal chart. But one thing is for sure that if you're a kind of person who wants to dedicate and devote your life towards finding the reasons of the secret functioning of the universe, exploring the secrets of the life and death, or some sort of research and all, this is the transit which you have to look forward to. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For furthermore updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.